Hey guys, how is everybody doing? We actually have some more bad news to report with regards to Wendy Osefo. Now, as you guys recall, her and her husband were arrested on fraud charges. They were ultimately released. And it seems like things are happening to her. First, her wife swap episode, if I'm saying it correctly, was removed by Bravo. And honey, it has gotten worse. She has now been fired. Make sure you guys are liking the video. And of course, y'all know we're going to get right into what is going on. Make sure you guys are liking the video. And also make sure y'all are subscribed to the channel.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Honey, when I tell you when it rains, it pours, this is exactly what's happening to Dr. Wendy. It is definitely pouring down on her and her family. And unfortunately, it's coming down. Now, Dr. Wendy and her husband, you guys know from Real Housewives of Potomac, they have been charged with a state charge of fraud. Okay. And we talked about the charges. What the insurance company is saying that they were filing false claims in an effort to get money. So they have been charged, with fraud. But the bad thing about this entire situation is, unfortunately, Wendy is losing jobs. I mean, she's being fired. Her episode that she had did with Bravo is being removed. I don't even think she's going to return to the show. But let's get into what has happened. Now, if you guys don't know, Dr. Wendy is a doctor by PhD. She's not a physical doctor, but she's a doctor of philosophy. That's what a PhD, that's what that means. Okay. So Dr. Wendy has been stripped of her teaching job. And this is due to these fraud charges. Now, the thing of it that's really funny, well, not funny, but it's actually crazy to me, is we live in a world where the president, the highest job that you can have in America is a 34-time felon, convicted 34 times. And when he get his dusty ass out, who knows what he's going to be convicted of. Don't even forget the charges in Georgia that they didn't even process. And for everybody or whoever that's going to say the charges are fake, the damn charges are not fake. He was found guilty. He was convicted by a jury. Okay. So the jury felt like he should be convicted. So he was convicted. And yet we are still punishing people for charges. She hasn't even been convicted, but yet they elected a full-fledged pedo, 34-time felon that was friends with a sex trafficker in the White House. But I digress. So Dr. Wendy Osefo has been fired from her teaching job. Okay. This is more bad news for her and her husband, Eddie. As y'all know, they were already booked on those fraud charges. Now, it is being reported today that she has lost her teaching job. Now, I actually I didn't forget, but I know Dr. Wendy had taught for John Hopkins, and I know she had resigned for that job, okay? From that job, I'm sorry. Now, this new one that she was teaching for, she was a professor of psychology at Wesleyan. Hopefully, I'm saying it right. Wesleyan University. But the school released a statement basically saying Wendy Osefo is no longer an employee of that university. In addition, this university, Wesleyan in Connecticut, in addition to teaching there, as I said, she did teach at John Hopkins University. See, here's the thing, Black folks. I want y'all to understand this. And y'all should probably already know this. And some people say everything ain't about racism. Yes, the hell it is. Because I'm not understanding why this woman was fired from her job. Well, I can understand because they're going to say, okay, it's all over that you had been convicted of fraud. Well, I'm sorry, you've been charged with fraud. But I would say, as a university, you got to give this lady the opportunity to be able to actually be convicted of it. Okay. Now, one might think, okay, did Dr. Wendy ask for this? Probably not, because if in fact you are out committing fraud like these people say you are, and we need to see, hear her side of it. You losing your jobs is not going to help you. But what I need y'all to understand, we live in a different world when it comes to other folks. And also too, what y'all need to understand is we live in a different world too when it get to Black people. That's not so light either. For some reason, they want to treat you a little bit different, because what was that woman's name? Was it Teresa Judice? Is that her name? She was in prison and she's still on the show. So I think this is so unfortunate that she is being fired and haven't even went to court one time yet. I mean, a bail hearing, that's it. So I don't believe that this is right, especially when we have, well, I didn't, because I didn't vote for the pedo. Okay. But when you all have you have put a full-fledged felon, and I don't even want to call him a felon. He's like I don't even want to call him a multiple felon, because multiple is two or three. I mean, he has 34 felony. We're going to call him a 34-time felon in the White House, who is scheming, scamming, and stealing, and who was best friends with a pedophile. Okay. But again, the rules are different for us and different for them. So Dr. Wendy has been fired from this job. Now, I don't know if it was just me. Hopefully y'all saw it. I saw somewhere online which is, I'm a little bit confused, because I would have assumed that, Dr. Wendy had already been filming for the show. But I saw something else that popped up online where she wasn't even showing up as one of the castmates for Bravo, which I'm like, okay, now something is wrong with that, because y'all ain't finna tell me, Bravo, that y'all don't like people that's been in jail, because you actually got because that's been in prison, okay, on your show. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty terrible for her to be punished by Bravo and have her episode removed. Give this lady the benefit of the doubt. And, my thing is, Bravo, we want you all to not even react, because you have had on your show people who have broken the law and who have actually went to prison. So unfortunately, Dr. Wendy has been fired following this situation with this fraud charge. Okay, guys, so I often get a lot of questions about my skin. What do I use on my skin? How do you keep your skin so nice and, clean and clear? I don't have on any makeup. I have a ton of makeup. However, I don't wear makeup every day. It's just because I like clean skin. I like to wash my face several times a day. And that's kind of why I don't wear makeup like that. It's not because I don't like it. I actually do. But like I said, I like to wash my face a lot. So I wear makeup, but I just don't wear it every day. But let's get into my face routine. I'm also going to link this so that you guys can be able to purchase these products from me. So this is what I use as a cleanser. Let me put that close up to here so you guys can see. Now, I am fully aware that some people don't use towels when they wash their face, and that is perfectly fine. It's up to you. I'm old school. I need to be able to rub my face and see the dirt come off. That's just how I am. This is how I am. So I just literally take this cleanser that I just showed y'all. I'm going to put some on my towel just because I'm a towel girl. Some of y'all don't use towel. Hey, if you don't use a towel, that's up to you. But I'm going to put it on my towel here, and then I'm going to wet it because that's just how I do. That's what I do, and y'all do what y'all do. And I pretty much just wash this into my face. Obviously, if you guys just use your hand, then you just rub it. You just rub it. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna rinse it off. So now I have rinsed it off my face. The cleanser is off. I have rinsed, cleaned my face. Now I'm going to dry my face with the towel. Of course, you know, make sure you're using a clean towel for your face. I'm going to dry my face as much as I can. That's all done. All right. Now I'm just gonna go backwards again. This is called the Resurface Refining Cleanser right here. Here's the box that it comes in, okay? So that is step one. Always use, you gotta clean your face, right? Now, the next thing that I do, and I don't think that this goes in any order. The first thing you just need to make sure is that you are in fact washing your face, okay? Now, the next thing that I do is I do the Vitamin C Glow Serum. That's right here. I'm going to take it out of the box. This is what it looks like, okay? And now, what I do is I take, and listen, y'all, sometimes I use too much of products. Don't be like me, because you don't need but a squeeze, okay? This is all you need, okay? A squeeze. But me, this is what I be doing. 2 squeezes, because I'm just extra like that, okay? So this, you're going to put on your face, rub it. You don't need to put it on your lips. You don't need to put it on your eyes. You don't need to put it on your eyebrows. If y'all notice, I try to avoid my eyebrows, and that is simply because I have them done professionally, and when you put product on it, I notice that it makes them lighten. Now, if you don't get your eyebrows done, you don't need to worry about this. Now, this is the Vitamin C Glow Serum, okay? Vitamin C is really good for your skin. Now, as that dries, you will notice when you put that on, it's a little thick. Reason why I did not need to use 2 pumps, but like I told y'all, I am extra, and that's just what I do. So let that dry. Like right now, I can tell that it is totally dry. The next thing that I put on my skin is the eye cream. Right here. This is the eye cream. Put that on. Now this is for day. I know some of y'all probably wondering, eye cream, don't you put that on at night? I do have a regimen that I do at night, but for this video, this is a morning routine, and I told y'all I'd be a little extra with stuff, and I was a little extra with this eye cream, because look at all this I got left. And also too, guys, with this vitamin C serum, you also can put this on your neck, so don't forget to do that. I again pumped out a little bit too much of this eye cream, and I do extra, so don't be like me. And that is pretty much what I do every day in terms of my face care. Again, I do not wear makeup every day. I love makeup. I have a whole bunch of it. But that is pretty much my skin routine every day. Now, of course, if you guys are wearing makeup, this is good for your cleaning your face. Obviously, if you're gonna wear makeup, there will be another set of things that you would need to do before you put on your makeup, as far as, you know, putting on you some kind of moisturizer, because when you put on makeup, it does typically, it can dry your skin, so you would have to add on a moisturizer. So this is, again, my routine for my everyday look. I'm going to link these products so that you guys will be able to directly purchase these items, and they come very fast. The warehouse, I believe, if you're in the South, is in Miami, Florida. Don't quote me on it. Products come really, I know the products do come really fast. And again, I'll clip this in my video, so hopefully this helps. And I will see you guys in the next video, in which I will tell you about my night time routine.